Frankfurt, West Germany, 1956. 11 years after the end of World War II, many crimes of the Nazi era still go unpunished. The perpetrators of these crimes are walking free. Many judges, prosecutors, and police officers have already served under the Nazis. Now they have no interest in prosecuting their former comrades for actions similar to their own. For the victims of these crimes, this is unbearable. To end this, Attorney General Fritz Bauer establishes a special unit of young prosecutors with no ties to the old regime. I am Esther Kitz. I am one of these prosecutors. We are investigating Nazi crimes and bringing perpetrators to justice. Not to avenge, not to heal, but to show that there are laws that apply to all. It doesn't make us popular. Most want to forget. Some want us to shut up. But they cannot stop us. Nothing belongs to the past. Everything is still present and can become the future again. Previously on The Darkest Files.
Miss Kitz, welcome to the front line. I believe I have the perfect case for you to start with. Hans Naumann, an older gentleman, shot just before the end of the war. According to the victim's wife, her husband was taken by a uniformed man for no reason. I suggest you invite the widow to give a statement.
Mrs. Naumann just arrived. I showed her to the conference room.
I know it's not easy, but please take me through the day your husband was taken.
It was in April 45, only days before the Americans came. Hans was upstairs when the doorbell rang. There were two men. Hans came down and asked them what they wanted. Then everything happened so fast. The small one said they'd let him go if our son would turn himself in. Then they just herded him out, like an animal. This was the last time I saw him alive. Hans was innocent. They killed him, and that's murder, no matter what they call it. Please, Miss Kitz, will you find the man?
Paula, I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Please invite Mr. Kitz. Looks more like somebody's home than a prosecutor's office. Archive. Not where I should be now.
Good morning, Miss Kitz. Miss Kitz, is there anything I can do for you?
Paula, any new files for me?
I left them on your desk, Miss Kitz. Yesterday's transcript is also attached. If you could please read it to see if everything is correct.
Did anybody call me while I wasn't here?
Oh, and there was a call for you. Asked for you to call back. I wrote down the number, left it with the files. I'm an older man, I'd say. Sounded very proper, even if he did ignore my questions.
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
The door is locked. The door is locked. Fritz Bauer. I'd be hard-pressed to find a more disliked name in this city. I hope this job wasn't a mistake. So many plants. Someone here has quite the green thumb. Who do I want to call? Never mind.
Miss Kitz, is there anything I can do for you?
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
Not the cleanest of places. Does it just go all day long? The door is locked. The door is locked.
Miss Kitz, is there anything I can do for you?
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
Who do I want to call?
Hello?
Father? I didn't expect you'd call me here.
Oh, Esther, my dear, so good to hear you. Did you settle in all right?
Somehow, I doubt you just called to check up on me.
There's my smart girl. Do you remember our little talk? It must have been last month.
Is this about that job at your friend's firm? Bergmann, was it?
Bergmann, Kranich and Partners, yes. Bergmann is one of my oldest friends. Family law, very respectable.
I'm afraid I'm not looking for another job right now.
Unfortunately, I know. It's why I have to do it. Esther, let me be very frank with you. I'm proud of you. I really am. A prosecutor at your age, with a view on women on our line of work being what it is, I'd have to be a fool not to. But your mother and I, we are worried. Do you have any idea what they say about Bauer?
There are those who hate him. It means he's on the right track.
To be young and so naive again. He's hated because he's on a witch hunt. Listen to your father. Leave. Nothing good will come from this.
I'll think about it, Dad.
Please do. I just want what's best for you, Essie.
I know, Dad.
I'm proud of you. I know I already said that, but I really am. Like you can't imagine.
Who do I want to call? He's not picking up. Who do I want to call? The line is busy.
Miss Kitz, is there anything I can do for you?
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
Who do I want to call? He's not picking up.
Miss Kitz, Mr. Bauer wants to talk to you.
Oh, any idea why?
I am sure he just wants to hear the latest update from you. He also said he wants to make sure you are properly prepared
Properly prepared? What does he mean by that?
I have a hunch, but it's best to ask him that yourself.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining him in a minute.
Hello, Miss Kitz. Any news regarding the Naumann case?
And quite surprising ones. As it turns out, he wasn't even supposed to be arrested. The men were looking for his son, Jan Naumann. When they couldn't find Jan, they took Hans instead, the father.
I assume that's what Miss Naumann told you. But are you sure she is telling the truth?
According to the files, the man they were looking for had climbed up a flagpole, torn down a flag, and beaten up a block warden when he was caught in the act. Hans Naumann was 77 years old at the time. Of course, there are older men who are in good shape, but...
Pulling down a flag and beating someone up seems unlikely. I understand.
Yes.
I see, but why did the man take him, if they knew he was innocent?
Considering the times, they might have been afraid of coming back empty-handed. Or they could have hoped their actual suspect would turn himself in, hearing his father was taken.
Highly illegal, even back then. Not uncommon, though. But why did they shoot the old man?
That I don't know yet. But I believe this is definitely a case for us.
It is, indeed. We need witnesses.
I'd start with the names mentioned in the files of the first investigation. I've already invited Hermann Kitz to join me later this afternoon.
Excellent. Let's get this case to court, Miss Kitz. And be mindful of time. We do not have nearly enough of it here. Once you hear from all witnesses, we need to move to court quickly. Since you have never led a case before, I want you to be prepared. Mr. Peters has agreed to look over your shoulder and help you out. Present your findings, prove your claims. It will help you to familiarize yourself with the ins and outs of court. We cannot afford to fail at court, and preparation is the key to success.
I'll do what I can. I should meet with Peters.
Miss Kitz, is there anything I can do for you?
Paula, where can I find the office of Mr. Peters?
Oh, no problem. It's down the hall, last office on your right, opposite to the kitchen.
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
What?
Bad time?
Not like there's any other. But yes.
Mr. Bauer told me we should work together.
Right. The court preparations. Paula has already given me the protocols of yesterday's interrogation. I haven't got around to reading it yet. But there is no point discussing it before you've met the witnesses anyway.
Peters,
Kitz?
thank you for thinking I'm a total beginner.
Oh, you're welcome. Someone has to do it, since Mr. Bauer apparently overestimates your abilities. And while we're at it, don't forget to bring some evidence. I don't want us to improvise the whole thing.
That's obvious, Peters.
Good. As soon as you think you're ready, come by and we'll get it over with. What does she want now? Yes, Paula.
Excuse me, Mr. Peters, but I have a message for Miss Kitz.
I'm listening, Paula.
The witness you asked me to contact, Hermann Kitz, just arrived.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be right with him. Good morning. My name is Esther Kitz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Mr. Kitz, I'm the prosecutor here.
Oh, modern times, I guess. How long will this take?
Won't be too long.
Good. So, let's get this over with.
This is about the arrest of Hans Naumann in Munich on April 28, 1945. According to a witness, 2 men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty, you know that?
Mr. Kitz, were you one of those men?
No, I wasn't. We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the men. Then they tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
The district office. Where was it located?
We just had moved it into the basement of an old brewery, still stuffed with beer bottles and barrels. District Leader Schwarz came out and gave the command.
What command? What did he say?
Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right. We followed group leader Falkman to the cell. There was tension.
This must be the cell.
We all entered the cell.
Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact with them.
What was Mr. Falkman doing?
Group leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. Yet Schickert insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules. He could be really annoying about these things.
What did he say?
He insisted that any delay would constitute treason.
And treason must be reported, he said. The refusal to obey orders would be of interest for the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced, we did not dare to act.
Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could stay there for interrogations and not get out. The tension was strong. Group leader Falkman ordered us to wait once more, but Schickert drew his gun and shot him.
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left, or what we managed to get out of the ruins.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. For how long were the prisoners held in these cells?
Mostly around a week.
How did you ensure the energy supply?
The district struggled to produce enough energy. There were frequent power failures. For emergency, we had a generator. If worst came to worst, we used oil lamps.
With the district office being a brewery, you helped yourself to the stocks?
Of course not. How could you assume something like that? We may have had a drink or two, but never on duty.
What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich. Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of a big air raid. We wanted to be underground. We hoped it would be safer.
Were there any other prisoners at that time?
Obviously, yes. We had to put the traitors somewhere. We adapted part of the storage rooms as cells.
I can still hear the sirens in my head. They seem to last forever, but it may just have been a minute full of despair, if you survived it. So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it? Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to prove? I will file a formal complaint.
That will not be necessary, Mr. Kitz. My superior knows quite well that I am up for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this job. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kitz.
Goodbye, Miss Kitz.
If you have a moment, I have something for you.
So, I've done some digging beforehand
Yes?
and found something potentially useful for you. The brewery's blueprint. I put it in your office on the corkboard. I thought it might help you to have more of a physical understanding of the crime scene.
Where exactly is this corkboard?
Oh, I hung it up right next to your desk so you can easily find it.
I need some additional files.
Something specific?
I need information on the equipment used by the local group. Weapons, mainly. As bureaucratic as the NSDAP was, they must have kept some sort of record.
Of course. I'll start looking. Anything else?
I think that will be it for now.
I hope it can help you with the preparations for Mr. Peters.
I'm sure it will. Thank you, Paula. Who do I want to call? The line is busy. theory is made. I have my files. I think I'm ready for the meeting with Peters. Who do I want to call? He's not picking up.
Ah, good you're here. Mr. Peters asks me every 5 minutes where you are and when you're coming. Not only Peters' patience is growing thin.
Is everything okay?
I don't want to sound unprofessional, but working with him is a pain at times. Why does he always have to be so rude?
I don't know what his problem is, but I have little hope that it will ever get better.
Well, I hope you're wrong. Anyway, is there anything I can do for you?
Do you want me to speak with Mr. Bauer about Peter's behavior? I mean, this is unacceptable.
No, it's fine. I can handle it. It's just sometimes he really... Thank you, Miss Kitz, but I can deal with it myself.
Not at the moment. Thank you, Paula.
Honorable Miss Kitz, would you be ready then?
I think so. How are we going to do that?
I will act as defense and court, and you will do your part.
But have you studied the case well enough to actually help me here?
Yes, I did. Some people have to take their work seriously, you know. Anyway, you present your prosecution, support your conclusions with evidence, and win the case. And I'm trying to stop you from doing just that. Should be a piece of cake. For one of us, at least.